Here are 3 reasons why to subscribe to Fringe Financials on YouTube. Number 1, it is free, which is the best price that you can pay for this kind of content. 2, I am completely transparent with all of my investments. And number 3, I have a variety of educational videos every single week. Now let's get on with the video. What's going on YouTube, and welcome back to another Money Making Monday. It is Fringe Financials here, and this week I'll be breaking down some of my favorite stocks that I'm getting paid out from dividends. So if you're excited for the video, make sure that you smash that thumbs up button, subscribe to the channel if you have not already done so, and make sure you turn on the bell notifications. So in today's video, we are going to be covering 3 major stocks, and they're a little bit less known compared to maybe the other stocks you might be more aware of. And I'll show you what I'm getting paid out, the breakdowns, and everything else that as to why I invest in these companies. Now, there's a lot of companies that are paying me out this week, but I want to break down some of the major ones. The first one that I want to break down is the company that is called Realty Income. As you see here, it's paying me 90 cents. And I'm going to break down as to why I like the company, and I'll show you the portfolio to kind of show you why I have money invested in this company here. So as you can see here by looking at the dividend summary, first thing I like about Realty Income, again, a little bit of a higher dividend. Again, as the price goes down, the yield goes up and vice versa. So since Realty is a little bit lower in price compared to when I first bought it, the dividend yield is a little bit higher at 5.23%. Now, what I like about Realty Income is that they pay a dividend on a monthly basis. A lot of companies usually pay it out in quarterly, so it'll be every 3 months, but Realty pays their dividend out to every single month. So as you saw on my screen, I get 90 cents every single month, not 90 cents every 3 months. So it's more consistent, and I can use that money to reinvest and buy more shares, or I can keep it if I want to and invest it somewhere else. But I do like that it's a monthly dividend payout, so that way it's more consistent for me. I also do like that they have a 73% payout ratio. Now, Realty Income is known as a REIT, or a real estate investment trust. And the idea behind it is that most of their taxable income that has to come in, they have to pay out to the shareholders. That's like the stipulation of being a REIT. Now, with that being said, again, with them still having that payout ratio total only being 73%, it gives them room to grow still and use some of that money to invest and to make more money for us as shareholders, which I think is awesome. All right, so as we look over here at the portfolio of Realty Income, so again, it's a monthly dividend company. It is in the S&P 500. Again, this is on their website as to what they do. And as you can see, first and foremost, look at their portfolio snapshots. So Realty Income is investing in real estate. Essentially what they do is they are able to buy these buildings, they own these buildings, and they lease them out to big name brands, which we'll get to in just a minute. They have over 13,000 properties under a long-term agreement. Again, long-term meaning that they're going to be there for a long time. So the payments keep coming in from these tenants. They have 99% portfolio occupancy. So basically, 99% of the buildings that they own are being currently occupied by other businesses. Again, they have over 1,300 different clients, and they have investments in 85 separate industries. And this is why I invest in Realty Income and why I love them, because they're so diverse and they have a huge portfolio. And as you will see, again, not just investing across sectors, they're also international. You know, they're in the United States, they're in the UK, they're in Spain, they're in Italy. So they're starting to make this portfolio be even more broad and expand to be able to make them even more money. All right. Now, on top of that, here are some of the featured properties and clients. So some of the big name brands that you might know, 7-Eleven, Lowe's, Chipotle. These are those companies that are renting out these buildings from Realty Income. And again, just like when you rent out an apartment, these companies rent out a building, they have a lease, and then they pay Realty Income every month to own or to have their company established there and be able to use it. So that is why I like Realty Income. Again, they have a bunch of name brands out there. They do a lot of business. Again, having that many tenants and having that many buildings is just unbelievable, and that's why I love them so much. Now, I know a lot of people know Caterpillar, and I want to show you why I invest in Caterpillar myself. But the one that I think a lot of people don't really know much about is JB Hunt Transport Services. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to go into the data first and I'll show you what they do. So JB Hunt has a very, very small dividend yield at 0.83%, which again is not a lot. Again, it's 42 cents for every share that you own. So it's not a crazy dividend payout. But this is what I like about them. They have a very low payout ratio, as you can see here, at 20%, which again, the lower the payout ratio, the more money they put back into the company. But they also have almost a 12% dividend growth rate. So that means they're raising their dividend on the average 5 years of 12% every year, which I think is absolutely fantastic. Like, it's a nice raise. It's not like it's like going down. It's not like it's like sideways. 12% is a pretty good growth rate to have in a dividend investment. And also on top of that, again, it has been growing the dividend for 17 years. Now, again, we look for those dividend growths because, again, those are raises to us, so we're able to get more and more money as a result. Now, before I go into what JB Hunt really does, so JB Hunt is a transport and shipping company, and it's funny about how I started investing in this company is that I was driving down the highway, and I think I saw like 5 or 6 JB Hunt trucks drive by, and I was like, what brand is that? What logo is that? So just me driving around in my day-to-day life, I saw these trucks, and then I was like, oh, that's pretty interesting. And then like a couple days later, I saw more trucks, and I saw more trucks, and I was like, oh my God. I was like, these trucks are everywhere. So I went into their portfolio, I went into learning more about what the company is, and this is what I've learned about JB Hunt as a result. First of all, they have a lot to offer, all right? Now, according to the American Trucking Association, this is based on their website here, 97.4% of trucking companies operate fewer than 20 trucks. Not 20,000, 20 trucks. JB Hunt operates over 21,000 trucks. And they also have over 151,000 pieces of trailing equipment. So if you need a tow equipment or whatever, they have it. So this company is doing what 97.4% of truck companies don't do. And that is what I love about JB Hunt. And I wondered why I saw so many trucks. That's why. They have over 21,000 trucks and 151,000 pieces of trailing equipment. Now, on top of that, they also have a bunch of different transportation options. Okay, so I'm not gonna go through all of these, but you can kind of take a look and see that they offer a lot of things that truck companies don't offer these days. And that's what I love about JB Hunt. And it's amazing how I started this investment just based off of me just driving around every day. And that's what I like to do with my investments is that I look to see what's being used, what's popular, what am I using every single day, you know, and that makes me feel more comfortable about my investments because I can literally see it and I can visualize it. So now whenever I see a JB Hunt truck, which I think is almost every day now, I say, oh, look, that's the company I'm investing in. And I love it. And that's what I love to do with my investments. So again, you can go onto this page more if you want to, and you can see more about what JB Hunt offers. They have some new technology coming out as well with shipping and everything else. You know, it's absolutely fantastic. Again, they have 150,000 containers. It just keeps going and going and going. And I love JB Hunt. So if you are a dividend investor and you're not quite familiar with JB Hunt, take a look at them. Again, none of it's financial advice, but why not? You know, again, great dividend growth, low payout right now, low payout ratio, but a lot of room to grow in the shipping industry, especially now with ports being back open after the pandemic shut everything down. Hopefully you're gonna be seeing a lot more shipping happening and you see JB Hunt's name a lot more. If you do see a JB Hunt truck driving on the highway, leave a comment down below and let me know that you saw one just because it makes me feel better about myself. All right, now we're going on to the last one, which as I stated earlier was the Caterpillar, which a lot of people usually know for the construction. But what's really interesting to me about Caterpillar is that some people, or not some people, I think a lot of people don't really know the financials behind Caterpillar and how profitable it is and how much Caterpillar is a great investment, especially on my end. I haven't had any issues ever since. So in looking at Caterpillar, again, a 1.82% dividend yield isn't crazy. It's like in that ballpark of like almost 2% is what I usually like to look for, 2 to 4%. So it's getting there. It pays out 26% of a payout ratio, which again, very, very low. It means a lot of money goes back into the company. Has a decent growth rate of about 9%, but it's been growing the dividend for 29 consecutive years. That is just an unbelievable number. So we start off with Realty Income with 2 years. We went to JB Hunt, which is 17, and now we're at 29 years a Caterpillar has of dividend growth. Again, the numbers speak for themselves. This is a solid dividend company that has a lot more freedom to pay out more dividends as the years and years go on. So I'm going to love collecting these dividends here. And just to kind of show you what Caterpillar does, in case you're not aware of it, again, they're in a lot with the construction, manufacturers, mining equipments. This is a Caterpillar fact sheet. And it's really interesting to read some of the things that they actually have written here. They have over 100,000 global full-time employees. They had $59 billion in sales and revenues as of last year. And again, they have a bunch of different equipment from construction to mining to the highways to diesels and everything else. And just look at how diverse they are. You can go to a lot of different countries and you'll see the Caterpillar name there. You go down the street, you go down the highway and you see that Caterpillar brand of construction equipment or whatever is being used at that time. And again, this is why I drive down the street and I see what I'm investing in and I'm just like, you know what, that's great money. I love it. And again, as you can see, it's very well diversified across internationally. As you can see at the financial reports, we have increases in sales and revenue. We have profit per share as well. So again, that means we're getting more money on our shares as we own more and more of them. You can see the dividends are increasing. So this is your dividend increase you see happening right here. And you can see the stock price increasing as well over the last year. So this is one of those examples as to why I love Caterpillar, and this is why I invest Caterpillar. And I again don't want to say it's financial advice, but it's another company that's worth looking into. So thank you so much for watching today's video. Again, if you enjoyed the content, please make sure you consider subscribing to the channel, smash the thumbs up button, do not forget, and turn on the bell notifications. On Wednesday, I'll be covering the difference between value stocks and growth stocks, so be on the lookout for that one. I hope everybody has a great rest of your day, and I will see everybody on Wednesday. Take care, everybody.